Bago natin umpisahan ang ikatlong araw sa unang linggo ng impeachment nitong si Vice President Sara Duterte, gusto ko munang palakpakan itong si Senator Rodante Marcoleta. Palakpakan ho muna natin itong si Sen Dante. Ha? Napabalita ho na tumaas daw ho yung blood pressure nitong si Sen Dante. Talagang sino ba naman ang hindi tataas ang blood pressure? Mantakay nyo yon. Kung sino pa nakikipaglaban para sa kapakanan ng ating mga kababayan, sila pa ho ang kinukulong ngayong mga panahon na to. Kaya naman, mas bumigat ho ang ating mga dahilan para ipagpatuloy itong laban na to. Nainumpisahan nitong si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, Pastor Kibuloy, Senator Rodante Marcoleta, dating Congressman Mike Defensor, at ngayon naman tinatangka ho nilang tanggalin sa pwesto itong si VP Sara. Huwag ho natin pahintulutan yan. Tuloy-tuloy ho tayo sa pagsuporta dito kay Sen Dante, kay VP Sara at sa lahat ng nakikipaglaban para sa kapakanan ng ating bayan. Pero bago lahat ng yan, isang like at isang subscribe. Masaya na ho tayo yan. At sa mga gusto sumali sa ating community, yung join button nandyan lang ho sa baba. Ayun na nga, binisita ho nitong si Vice President Sara Duterte, itong si Senator Rodante Marcoleta kahapon diyan sa PNP General Hospital. Palakpakan ho muna natin itong si VP Sara at itong si Senator Rodante Marcoleta. I-comment nyo ho sa baba para kahit papaano kung sakaling mapanood ito ni Sen Dante. Mag-comment ho kayo diyan sa baba. We stand with Senator Rodante Marcoleta. Magpakita ho tayo ng pagsuporta dito kay Sen Dante kasi higit sa lahat kailangan ho natin maiparamdam dito sa mga individual na nagsasakripisyo para sa ating bayan na hindi natin sila iniiwan. Nasa likod ho nila tayo ngayong mga panahon na to. Maging dito kay Senator Mike Defensor, we stand with Senator Mike Defensor, we stand with Mike Defensor dahil kailangan ho nila yan ngayong mga panahon na to. Kasi kung walang maninindigan o tatayo kasabay nitong mga individual na to, talagang patuloy hong aabusuhin ng mga adik at siraulo sa Malacanang ang kapangyarihan. Kaya kailangan ho nating iparamdam dito sa mga adik na to na hindi ho natin binibitawan yung mga individual na kung saan talagang pinaglalaban ho nila ang kapakanan ng sambayanan. Rerekta na ho tayo dito sa interview nitong si Attorney Michael Poa pagkatapos ho ng ikalawang araw ng impeachment nitong si VP Sara diyan sa Senado. Ito, pakinggan ho natin ang mga punto de vista nitong si Attorney Michael Poa. Game!
Sa testimony ni NBI. So, what's your take?
Ano tayo dito pupuntos tayo dito. Dito sa na to ni Atty. Michael Poa, pupuntos ho tayo para ika nga ito kasi parehas ito parehas itong si Atty. Michael Poa, kaya pupuntusan ho natin yan. Kung ika nga pumabor sa prosecution, pumabor sa defense, yung mga naging talakayan kahapon diyan sa Senado. Ang aabangan ho natin ngayon, i-cross-examine na ho ng defense yung witness ng prosecution, yung yung best friend ni Matibag, yung isa sa mga aso ni Matibag diyan sa National Bureau of Investigation. Ito na ho si Atty. Michael Poa.
Natural lang naman yan. You will see naman sa lahat naman ng litigation, sa lahat ng trial proceedings, lalo na sa examination ng witness, talagang magkakaroon ng mga objections ang bawat panig, lalong-lalo na kung sa tingin namin, leading yung question, because for example, para lang sa kaalaman ng ating mga kababayan, pag ikaw ang nasa direct examination o kunwari yung prosecution today, kung anong ginagawa nila sa direct examination, you cannot kasi lead the witness, meaning you cannot, usually, more often than not, the general rule is you cannot ask questions that are answerable by yes or no. Kasi parang, kumbaga, ikaw na yung sumasagot, ikaw na yung nagtitestify, pinapakonfirm mo lang. No? Except for, syempre, may exceptions pa rin dyan, yung mga preliminary matters, okay lang naman na yes or no. So, natural lang na may ganyang mga objections. At syempre,
sa mga nagtatanong kung bakit PH may lumabas na mugshot ni Sen Dante, nakita mo na ba? Nakita ko na ho, pero hindi ko ho ipopost o gagawing thumbnail yang larawan na yan itong si Senator Rodante Marcoleta dahil rinirespeto ho natin itong si Sen Dante, no? Mataas ho ang tingala natin sa kanya, pagtingin natin sa kanya, kaya hindi ko ho gagamiting thumbnail yaang larawan niya na kung saan nakasuot siya ng pangpreso. Hindi ko gagawin yan. Hindi ko natin gagawin yan kay VP Sara, kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, kay Senator Rodante Marcoleta. Maging itong si Kong Mike. Respeto ho yan sa ating mga kapanalig, sa ating mga pinaglalaban. Okay? Kasi pagka ginamit natin parang napakasagwahong tingnan. Yun ho ang gustong mangyari noong mga siraulo sa Malacanang. Yung mapahiya sila, mapakita yung mga larawan na yan. Ngayon kung isa tayo sa mga magpapakalat ng mga larawan na yan, parang hindi ho natin masikmura yun bilang kaisa natin sila sa paninindigan sa mga kalokohan na nangyayari dito sa bansa na to. Ngayon, pagka ginamit natin yan, para sinasabi natin dito sa administrasyon na to, yung tipong kinukonsinti natin kung ano man yung mga kabalbalang ginagawa nila ngayong mga panahon na to. Wala ho tayong nakita. Nakita ko pala si Bay, meron siyang crying emoji tapos nagpapaalam itong si Kong Mike doon sa kanyang anak. Yun ang nakita natin. Pero yung shinare, yung larawan na kung saan na nakakulay orange yung ating mga kapanalig dito sa ating mga pinaglalaban, wala pa ho akong nakitang mga vlogger na gumawa niyan. Kaya kung sino man yung mga vlogger na nakikita niyong gumagawa niyan, mag-ingat ho kayo. Baka mahirap na. Kaya kailangan siya sa atin yung mga vlogger na sinusubaybay niyo. Okay? Mag-ingat lang ho. Okay, importante ho kasi dito nasa iisang pahina tayo. Hindi yung alam mo na nga kapanalig natin yan, sinusuportahan natin yan. Tapos makikiisa ka pa doon sa propaganda na kung saan ipapalabas yung larawan, na kung saan naka-orange itong mga individual na to. Napakapangit lang tingnan. Ang pangit lang sa panlasa sa dila ay kaka ng mga hindi natin alam Inglesin eh. Tagalog lang kasi tayo dito. Okay.
Siyempre, we want to put on record yung aming mga objections, specifically on the documents that they're presenting.
Yan.
So, whether naman, nasa court naman yan, nakita niyo naman kanina, whether the objection is sustained or overruled. Sustained meaning pumapanig sa atin yung korte sa ating objection, or overruled meaning hindi nakakalusot yung objection natin. Okay lang naman po yan. Sa amin naman po, as long as we put things on record.
Sir, binabanggit ni Congressman Adyong na in-claim nila yung victory today dahil sa dami nga ng mga na-overruled na mga objection nila.
Well, sa amin naman, I always respect the positions taken even by the opposing counsel and even yung House. No? So I will not comment on that. Pero pagdating sa defense, we don't really kasi count wins or losses per day. Lalong-lalo na, we're only on our first witness and on the second day. So I think it's for the defense lang, hindi ko po kinukontra si Congressman Adyong because that's their position. Pero for the defense, hindi namin yan binibilang na win or loss kasi masyado pang maaga, no? Para
Comment niyo po dun sa School of Thought na kasi pwede mag-object na lang daw pag formal over evidence na kung bagay mo kasi objections during their examination ay parang futile attempt to disrupt the comment.
The general rule is for documents kasi the objection is made during the formal offer of the documents. But the defense feels it's really important for us to put matters on record, especially because, as you know, during our answer, we have raised issues, no? Kaya meron tayong motion for exclusion on certain documents na we feel kasi should not be considered dahil hindi naman siya naka-attach sa original complaint, while others naman ay hindi saklaw nung years kung saan impeachable officer ang ating vice presidente. So we are just putting matters on record.
What can you say doon sa mga
Kung pakiramdam nitong si Adyong na ika nga panalo sila ngayong araw na to o yung mga taga-prosecution, anong pinanalo nila? Yung overruled hindi. Mananalo kayo, sasabihin ko pagka panalo sila pagka yung mga ilinatag nila, halimbawa yung binayaran ni VP Sara para gurgurin itong si Bangag, itong si Kokak at itong si Tamba, kung sakaling may mangyari sa kanya, maniniwala ako panalo yung araw na yun para sa kanila. Pero kung pinagsalita yung NBI agent at sinabi na itong mga dokumento na to, ano ba to? Photocopy to, original na to, ganon. No. Ano trabaho mo? Paano ka naging ganito? Paano ka naging ganyan? Sinabi pa talaga ni VP Sara yun. Kumbaga, yung mga napag-usapan, napanood naman ng ating mga kababayan. Nakita nila yung mga video, nakita nila yung mga pronouncement ni VP Sara, di ba? Ngayon, kung nakita ng sambayan ng Pilipino yung mga video na yon at yung kanilang paniniwala talagang dapat pa rin maging presidente itong si VP Sara sa 2028. Kahit na anong ilatag nyo pa dyan, itong sinasabi ko sa inyo, hindi nyo na makukumbinse ang sambayan ng Pilipino na ka-impeach itong si Vice President Sara Duterte. Dito sa una na to, okay? Kasi maliban dito sa grave threat na to, maliban dito, mahirap na ho lahat patunayan na talagang ka-impeach si VP Sara. Pagdating dun sa confidential fund, alam ko kasi nila, yung ginawa nila dyan sa Injustice Committee, hindi na nila pwedeng ulitin dyan sa impeachment court. Yung pagkalkal pati mga bank records ni Manscarpio, mahirapan na ho sila dyan. Kung doon sa Injustice Committee, free silang ginawa nila yon. Pagdating dyan sa impeachment court, malabo na ho nilang magawa yan. Ngayon, ang pwede nilang sabihin na talagang meli na bag si VP Sara, eto na ho yun. Ngayon, pagka pumalpak pa sila dito, wala na ho talagang pag-asang ma-impeach si VP Sara. Kung dito sa isa na to, hindi nila makakumbinse ang sambayan ng Pilipino na ka-impeach si Vice President Sara Duterte. Sa maniwala ko kahit siya hindi, sa mga natitirang articles of impeachment, lalo hong hindi makukumbinse ang sambayan ng Pilipino na magnanakaw si VP Sara, meron siyang ibinulsa na pera sa nagaling sa kaban na sambayan ng Pilipino. Mahirap po lahat yan, mga kababayan. Etong isa na to, etong inuna nila dahil lahat ng atensyon ng taong bayan nasa pag-uumpisa, wala sa gitna, wala sa dulo. Minsan pagod na yung mga tao dyan, ayaw na nilang panuorin yan. Kumbaga nagsawa na sila sa paulit-ulit na impeachment. Diba? Kung ano-ano na lang pinag-uusapan. Ito talaga yung pinakauna, nandyan yung taong bayan, nakatutok sila, gusto nilang malaman kung saan pupunta itong mga usapin na to. Diyan pinaka-interesado ang sambayan ng Pilipino. Ngayon, kung dito sa unang articles of impeachment na to, hindi nila ma-pin down o ma-corner si VP Sara, ako na ho nagsasabi sa inyo, presidente na ho si VP Sara sa 2020. Palakpakan. Diba, Attorney Michael Powa? Bigyan natin ng points yung defense dyan. Ano bang, PH, ano ba nangyari? Bakit merong +1 yung defense? Kasi ako ang may hawak ng control. Pag sinabi ko maging dalawa yan, pwede. Okay? Ako ang consolidation server ni George Garcia. Pag sinabi ko +1, +2 yan, maging 3 yan, walang problema. Comelec tayo dito sa PH Update. Kahit gusto ko pang dagdagan ng 3 yan, walang problema. Okay? Kasi nga, ako ang consolidation server. Election to eh. O para hindi masyadong halata, lagyan ko ng 2 itong sa prosecution. Ha? Okay.
So sa akin naman po, the senator judges are entitled to raise their manifestation. So we leave it up to the presiding officer kung ano po yung tingin niya doon. Sa atin, I think, in fairness to Senator Judge Risa, she also clarified na she wasn't naman provoking any parang closing statement or summation. I think she just really wanted to know what the relevance was of all these video clips. So I want to be fair and more than that, I don't want to comment any further.
Attorney, what's your reaction with the manifestation naman ni Attorney Rowena Capuna na they're planning na maging Q witness si VP Sara for grave killings? Though sinabi na kanina ni SP ni Senator Cheese na hindi daw pwede kasi nakabase sa inyo. Pero posible ba na payagan ng defense?
Well, sa amin, we will comment when the motion is there. I think it's premature right now. Narinig naman natin yung mga pahayag. Narinig din naman natin, that's very clear under the Constitution, yung right against self-incrimination, na pag yung respondent mismo o yung akusado mismo, hindi pwedeng i-compel, no? Na mag-testify against himself or herself. That's very clear
Dahil dyan, bigyan ho natin ng 1 point itong si defense.
under the Constitution. But
Nawiwili ko kasi ako pagka nakikita kong tumataas yung mga numero dyan sa defense versus prosecution, di ba? Nakaka-enjoy tignan di ba?
there's room to argue here and there. Abangan na lang natin. Siguro
Ginawang basketball Ginawang basketball.
the motion is in fact made by the prosecution, we will definitely submit our position on the matter.
Kasi attorney, may mga nag-question ng legality ng pagiging presiding officer ni Senator Chis Escudero. Anong komento niyo doon?
Wala naman kaming, sa amin, no comment pa muna as of this time, no. Sabi nga niya, anyone is free, any party may raise that issue at some point, hindi ba? So, tingnan na lang natin. Pero sa amin, hindi pa namin napag-uusapan ng defense yung mga bagay na yan. Kung sakali, but sa totoo lang, para lang hindi ma-mislead yung public sa defense, wala pa kaming pinag-uusapan na ganyan about the presiding officer.
So are you satisfied with the performance of SP, the presiding officer?
Well, first of all, I don't think we have the right to be satisfied or unsatisfied. But yeah, I mean, it was I think for the past 2 days, there has been an orderly conduct of the proceedings. So we submit ourselves to the court.
Actually, merong manifestation ng prosecution kanina to call Yusek Zuleika Lopez and Ted Refer Matibag for next week po yata. Mag-accept po ba or magbibigay po ba ng sagot ang defense sa manifestation?
Well, I think they are asking for the issuance of yung subpoena to Testecum and ad testificandum. So natanggap naman natin yun. So we will just prepare for that.
Attorney, when they're asking bakit daw dito ginawa yung meeting po kanina with the Vice President.
Oo. Well, as I've mentioned earlier, yung vice presidente kasi natin, at least as far as I know her, yan talaga yung character niya. So ayaw niyang nai-inconvenience kung sino man yung ka-meeting niya. So even ako noon, she would ask me kung anong time ako pwede, saan ako pwede, saan convenient sa akin. Usually she's the one who will adjust, no? Specifically for today, because alam naman niya na ongoing yung impeachment trial, and alam naman niya that the defense is here at least around lunchtime or so para sigurado hindi kami malilate sa 2 p.m. So para sa kanya, mas convenient para sa defense na dito na lang ganapin yung aming pulong. So kaya siya pumunta dito. Cannot because that's subject to attorney-client privilege.
But sir, you mentioned intimidation or any kind of intimidation or threat po sa Senator Judges as well as sa
No, I think that's so far off. I think we're making something out of nothing. Intimidation, meaning the Vice President being here. No, parang I think we're creating, ma'am, I'm sorry, but I think that's really creating a story out of nothing. No, it was a meeting. I don't think the Vice President coming here would intimidate anyone, hindi ba? Oo.
Attorney, kanina po may nabanggit na nag-walk out po si attorney.
Hindi po totoo yun. Talaga pong kailangan lang niyang mag-toilet break. No? Kahit naman ako kanina 2 beses ako or 3 beses pa nga yata ako lumabas. So she was really on her way out. Tapos nung nasabing nag-walk out siya, narinig yata niya, so bumalik siya. Sinabi niya na, no, I'm still here. I just need to go to the toilet.
Pero may mga moments po kanina na habang
Ang okay ng mga taga-prosecution, no? Pambihira. Sorry mali ako. Kailangan ko mag-public apology dito kay Senator Chis. Hindi naman ho pala itong si Senator Chis yung singhot ng singhot doon sa hearing kahapon. Ang singhot ho pala ng singhot yung abogado sa prosecution. Siya ho yung singhot ng singhot. Meron ho ngayong kumakalat na video na kusani yung tumutulo sa ilong niya parang kagaya ng tumutulo sa ilong ni Marcos Jr. Yung attorney Ligutan. Kailangan ko pang tingnan yung pangalan niya, hanapin bago. Hindi ko matandaan. Attorney Ligutan, ha? Yun nung nakita nyo, nag-speech si Bongbong Marcos sa UN, di ba? Ngayon, kung si Luistro nung isang araw, laway yung nasa gilid ng bibig niya, ito naman si Atty. Ligutan, yung tumutulo sa yung residue, tumatagas yung residue sa ilong niya.
parang nagre-react daw po yung defense.
Well, yeah, because sometimes, but syempre, we used to all try to compose ourselves and try to make not to react so much. But hindi naman, kasi we're a team, di ba? So we all, even if someone's the one that's anchoring for the day, merong nakatayo dun sa podium ba yung tawag dun, no? Para sa atin, or rostrum, kami naman, we're a team. So as you can see, we help each other, we pass notes, ganyan, to help each other out. So hindi naman, normal lang naman po siya.
Attorney, without going to the merits, attorney, you receive clarification from the defense. What's the wisdom behind insisting to play the 2-hour press conference earlier instead of going with the 2-minute?
Sige, ang hirap, I really hope I'm not cited in contempt for this, but it's really context. Yan lang naman ang gusto natin. Nasabi na naman kanina siguro yan, so I can just be factual. It's really context. Kasi ang utterances natin, di ba, if it's taken just certain phrases, sometimes it's taken out of context. So sa amin, what we wanted to show is just context. But beyond that, please don't make me comment any further at baka po ma-cite ako in contempt, no, for violating the rule.
Kamusta po si Attorney Carlo Narvasa? Of course, siya yung parang naging first defense lawyer ng Humarap ni Attorney Liputan. And some comments are saying na baka napapagod na si Attorney Narvasa or baka na-overwhelm siya. Have you talked to
Hindi
him,
naman.
sir?
Hindi naman. Okay naman siya. Okay naman siya. Hindi naman. We're all of our lawyers are litigation lawyers, so we're used to grueling hours in court. You know, it's not the first time that na kahit naman sa regular courts tumatagal rin ng ilang oras, no, sometimes even one full day ang examination of witness. So hindi naman siya issue. He's doing well and he's okay. I just spoke to him before coming here. So
Based on your statement that the Vice President, it's her habit to be not inconvenience her staff. Will it be a regular occurrence for her to be visiting the Senate before the session or
wala naman kami napag-usapan na gano'n na magiging regular yon, no.
Because you've known her for quite some time.
Mhm.
So pwedeng mangyayari ulit yun, nabibisita na lang siya anytime.
Well, that's always a possibility na bibisita siya pero wala kami napag-usapan na schedule or anything.
Will not that affect more or less the effectivity of parang she's already here and yung subpoena, but hindi ba yun, in your opinion, will it not affect more or less the decision to subpoena her as a hostile?
I don't know. I think the decision to move for the issuance of a subpoena is up to the prosecution.
Hostile witness.
But that's up to the prosecution, ma'am, and I will not answer for the prosecution.
Kaya nga. Ito talagang mga mga reporter dahil kapartner nyo yung mga taga-prosecution, magbibigay ako ng +1 sa defense. Mga lang yan kayo, ha? Hoy, lucky number natin yan, 8. Let's go.
Wala naman. But again, I cannot disclose what is discussed between an attorney and or a counsel and our client, no? But sa totoo lang, parati akong tinatanong sa marching orders, if at this point kailangan pa namin ng marching orders, ibig sabihin hindi pa kami handa. At hindi, that's very far from the truth. Matagal na po kaming handa, so there's really no need for any marching orders.
Attorney, maybe you have the comment of the defense team. Doon po sa statement ni Representative Terry doon na hindi may tuturing na bloodbath yung impeachment trial kung proxies lang yung haharap, yung mga abogado lang haharap.
As I always say, that's always, we just respect the position of everyone, including, of course, Congressman Terry Redon. So that may not be our position, but he has he's well within his rights to say what he feels and thinks.
Last attorney, kanina yung regarding po the short statement ni VP Sara nung nandito siya, nag-react po doon si Representative Terry. Ito po yung exact statement niya. Maraming salamat sa inyo pong pahayag, Madam Vice President. Makakatagdag po ito doon sa batayan kung bakit totoo yung articles of impeachment on threats against the Vice President. Your reaction? Against the President.
I don't know what ano yung context ng sabi niya, so it would be unfair for me to comment on Congressman Terry Redon's statement. But I guess the defense is just here. We're focused on our case regardless of the statements made by personalities. Sa amin, no? We just want to insulate ourselves from that and just focus on the case at hand and focus on the proceedings like what is scheduled for tomorrow.
Okay po, thank you so much po.
Ayun. Continuation ho tayo. Tapusin na ho natin ito yung nangyaring impeachment kahapon, ha? Yung second day. Hindi pa ho kasi ito tapos eh. Gusto ko lang para wala ho tayong nakakaligtaan. Kung inyo napapansin, lahat ho ng ating mga video dito from mula sa umpisa hanggang sa pinakadulo, talagang pinapasadahan ho natin ang mga nangyayari sa impeachment ni VP Sara. Wala ho tayong chine-cherry pick, wala tayong pinuputol, wala tayong ini-edit, basta tuloy-tuloy ho yung kung 4 hours yan, tuloy-tuloy ho na 4 hours yung hindi putol-putol na 4 hours kasi hindi naman ho natin nagpapahinga ho tayo in between, isang oras ho yun, di ba? Isang oras kang nakikinig. Hindi naman ako abogado kagaya ni Atty. Sheila na kahit na Isang taon silang nakaganyan, walang problema. Di ho natin kaya yun. Ito, tuloy ho natin. Game.
or subpoena sa mga taong
Pansinin nyo ha, itong si Atty. Ligutan, yung ilong niya merong tumatagas na residue.
ito.
Siya pala yung singhot ng singhot, mambihira naman oo.
Dumating po sa office namin si Dempsey Reyes and Bones Magsambol noong December 4, 2024 and inassign po sa akin na i-interview at ako po yung nag-interview.
So, Your Honor, please, may Dempsey Reyes' soul rest in peace. Now, ano ba yung nangyari kung meron man during your interview with namayapang si Dempsey Reyes?
He confirmed po na he was present during the November 23, 2024 online press conference. And he also confirmed that he heard the Vice President utter the statement, quote and quote. May I refer to the notes for the exact statement?
Your Honor,
The witness may do so.
He confirmed the statement, he heard the statement of the Vice President, quote and quote, yes, huwag kang mag-alala, ma'am, sa security ko kasi may kinausap na ako na tao.
Paulit-ulit? 4 na oras, yan lang kinausap. Ilabas nyo yung kinausap niya para tapos ang usapan. Mangulang yang to. Si Atty. Ligutan nga kung ano-ano na lumalabas sa ilong niya eh. Bago kasi kayo pumunta dyan sa impeachment trial, huwag kung ano-ano pinagsisinghot nyo. Tuloy may lumalabas na residue.
Sinabi ko sa kanya,
May I object? This is hearsay.
oh,
Objection is sustained.
mhm.
Counsel, clearly
Sinabi ko sa kanya, points na naman yan. Objection is sustained. +1 para sa defense. Ulit nga kayo.
you're trying to use this witness to present an affidavit of another person who has already passed.
If I may, Your Honor, please.
Counsel may
Your Honor,
respond.
please, that is not an affidavit of Dempsey Reyes. Your Honor, please, the question was, what happened?
Wala na nga. Nagurgur na si Dempsey Reyes. Wala na siya. Finish. Nasa langit na. Pababain nyo sa langit. Tapos siya pagsalitain nyo dyan. Tapos yung hinar ni VP Sara, paupuin nyo dyan. Wala tayong pinag-uusapan dito. Hindi ako kukontra. Sasabihin ko na mabigat ang ebidensya laban kay VP Sara. Pero habang wala kayong hinaharap na binayaran ni VP, kasi wala na, nagurgur na si VP niya. Binayaran na, binayaran ni VP para gawin niyang sinasabi niyo na yan. Wala tayong pinag-uusapang impeachable offense dito. Pambira. Merong isang tao, inamin niya, yan si VP Sara, ako yung tinutukoy niya na hitman. Tapos siyang usapan. Kaso attorney, wala kayong ganun.
During his interview with that person. And he has just answered the question by saying that Dempsey Reyes confirmed that he was there and that he heard the Vice President uttering the statement, Your Honor, please. Does that hearsay, Your Honor, please? And be that as it may, Your Honor, please, we invoke a doctrine that we call an independently relevant statements. The defense is reacting. I don't know why.
Hindi pwede yan. Galawang Injustice Committee yan. Pinagtawanan lang ho siya ni Atty. Sila.
Your Honor, please, IRS would allow this witness to testify as to what the other person told him as to that fact, the making of the statements, as to whether or not what the person said is true or not. That is not material at this point, Your Honor, please.
Let the court clarify then. As to tenor, the court will allow it. As to the fact, as to the supposed fact that the witness told this what's his name, Dempsey Reyes, made those utterances to the witness, but not as to the truth
Yes.
of what Dempsey Kaiden Reyes said. As to subject to that clarification, court will allow it.
Thank you.
Counsel, proceed.
Thank you so much, Your Honor, please. What about this Bones Magsambol? Ano ba yung nangyari sa interview with him, kung meron man?
Bones Magsambol also confirmed that he was present.
Objection, Your Honor. Same objection.
And same ruling, I suppose.
let the witness first answer and the court will make a ruling because you might have a different answer. Because counsel, note, the affidavit of the witness appended the affidavit of this Bonds guy, but did not do so with the affidavit of Dempsey. So court will listen, presiding officer will listen to the witness before ruling on the matter, and may have the same ruling unless he gives a different answer. Please, witness, Mr. Answer. Please, Mr. Witness, kindly answer.
Thank you, Your Honor. Bonds Magsambol also confirmed that he was present on the November 23, 2024 online press conference held by the Office of the Vice President. And he also confirmed that he heard the utterance of the Vice President making the statement.
Same ruling, only as to tenor. The court will admit it, not as to the truth that indeed what Bonds said is true, but only as to the fact that he told the witness those statements in the Q&A that they had.
If I may.
What is the pleasure of
Pambira, nasa ano naman lahat yan eh. Wala namang bagong...
Senator Judge Rafi Tulfo?
Mr. Presiding Officer, I just have some clarificatory questions.
Ayan na naman. Itong mga robas king natin eh, talagang ayaw magpaawat. Gusto nila may papel sila. Oh, mahilig pumapel.
The gentleman may proceed and he has 2 minutes.
Expert
Yung mga robas
witness, sabi mo meron kang 2 weeks lecture experience as a digital evidence expert. Is that right? 2 weeks?
2 weeks training.
Wala ka naman iba pang training?
I have a
Seminars?
training on different digital forensic aspect.
Dito sa abroad meron?
Meron po, pero yung specific sa photo and video authentication, yun po yung 2 weeks.
So all in all total you have 2 years experience plus 2 weeks lecture lang pagdating sa authentication ng forensic evidence
For the photo and video, sir.
for the photo and video, which ito yung pinag-usapan natin yan.
Yes po.
Now, my question to you, in your testimony, Mr. Witness, you did mention that you personally investigated the alleged inciting to sedition by the VP Sara Duterte video, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, in doing so, in the course of your investigation, did you look at the comments section? If you did, ano yung mga reactions doon? Ano yung mga
Masaya yung mga nag-comment.
statements doon sa comment sections ng mga nag-view ng videos?
There are comments that they agreed to the statement of the Vice President, but it was not documented, sir.
That's all, Mr. Presiding Officer. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Tulfo. Counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Mr. Witness, let's proceed. What proof, if any, do you have that Dempsey Reyes confirmed that he heard the Vice President utter those words?
I have the signed minutes of interview with Dempsey Reyes and an affidavit that I executed attesting to the interview, sir.
All right. Now, what about this Bonds Magsambol? What proof, if any, do you have that he confirmed that he heard the Vice President utter those words?
I have the minutes of interview with Bonds Magsambol, sir, that he was signed. And I also have the affidavit that attesting that I interviewed Bonds Magsambol, sir.
So far, Mr. Witness, you mentioned 1 minutes and affidavits. Now, kung yung mga dokumentong ito ipapakita sa'yo, do you think you'll be able to identify the same?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm now showing you a document entitled Side Minutes that is previously marked as Exhibit P Roman numeral 4-20 and series. Please peruse that document.
May the defense be allowed also to peruse, Your Honor.
The defense may, the counsel for respondent may look at the document.
Si ano ho yan? Si attorney prosecution niya. Tumutulo yung residue sa ilong niya. Suminghot sila bago nagpunta dyan eh. Suminghot ng ano siguro ng lupa. Kaya na-irritate yung ilong niya. Ano tumutulong tubig sa ilong niya? Di ba? May sakit ka ba? Dapat naka-face mask ka. Pambirang to. Kapal ng mukha. Biglang makapal ng mukha eh, no? Oh. Oh, tagal. Kadiri naman tong si
Your Honor,
Atty.
for the
Libutan.
record, the documents marked as Exhibit P-4-20 to P-4-20E are photocopies, and Exhibit P-4-20D is unreadable, as well as P-4-20E, Your Honor.
Which one is unreadable, counsel?
P-4-20D and P-4-20E.
20D?
D for dog, Your Honor. D and E. Delta Echo.
Kasi si Atty. Ligutan eh. Parang ewan.
What does P-4-20D seek to show, counsel, for the prosecution?
If I may peruse the document, John, please. Stephen, I need to see the document. I need to see the document. And let's get the...
Because indeed, the presiding officer confirms that it is, I cannot decipher what it seeks to show. Unless the photocopy of a photocopy is what I have.
Well, please, so may we be given 2 minutes to
Oh,
secure
naku naman, ano
the
ba
other
yan?
copies of that document.
Your Honor,
And P-4- Roman numeral number 4-20E.
yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, for
This is the one with the blurred face of the Vice President,
Yes, Your Honor.
supposedly on a computer.
Your Honor, may we object on the 2 minutes, because this is the document they are already having him identify. Do they mean to correct that mistake?
Counsel, do not waste the court's time in regard to
Yeah,
this.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, counsel for the
we
prosecution.
abide by the copies as they are. We abide by the copies as they are, Your Honor, please.
So let's see, Mr.
Yes.
Witness, what do you see in front of you?
Uh,
Insofar as P-4-20D and E is concerned.
Hindi. Same. Same. Hindi yung blurry.
So parehong malabo yung kopya natin. Yan at yung kopya ko din. Mr. Witness, if you don't see anything, it's okay.
I can only confirm the signed minutes, but the annexes, there are some unreadable, Your Honor.
Yeah.
But the signed minutes, I confirm, sir, that this is
The what?
the copy of the minutes.
Your Honor,
This is
for
the copy of
The
the minutes.
minutes, but not the attachment, because clearly the attachment P-4-20D and -E are both
Yes, Your Honor.
unclear. Would that be correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So only as to the supposed affidavit and not to the two attachments. You
Yes, Your
cannot
Honor.
identify them. Noted.
Thank you so much. Now, on page 4 of the signed minutes, Mr. Witness, there appears a signature above the name Dempsey Saiden Reyes. Whose signature is that, if you know?
It is the signature of Dempsey Reyes, sir.
And how do you know that that is his signature?
I saw him sign the document after our interview, sir.
Now, on page 4 of the signed minutes, may pirma din sa ibabaw.
Hindi ko talaga maintindihan kung bakit inubos natin ang oras natin dyan sa mga walang kwentang dokumento na yan. Di ba? Hindi ko maintindihan. Asan yung betrayal of public trust dyan? Di ba? Grade 3. Asan yung betrayal of public trust? Buhay po. Marcos Jr. buhay. Matatapos niya termino niya. Makukulong pa siya. May bonus pa nga. Ano yung pinag-uusapan natin dito? Betrayal of public trust. Hindi ko talaga magets. Ano ini-establish nila na totoo yung mga dokumento na to? Pambihira. Nakakaloko.
ng pangalan ng isang Attorney Jetro Lorenza A. Cuon. Kaninong signature ito kung alam mo?
Signature of Attorney Coon po, who is the counsel of Dempsey Reyes and present during the interview, sir.
And how do you know that that is signature?
I saw him sign the document after the interview, sir.
Now, sa page 4 ng side minutes, let's go to page 4, Mr. Witness. Makikita mo dyan yung signature sa ibabaw ng pangalang Agent John Mark Calidong. Whose signature is that if you know?
It is my signature, sir.
Okay, now, you also mentioned ng affidavit. No? Kung yung affidavit na ito ay papakita sa iyo, will you be able to identify the same?
Yes, sir.
Now, ipinapakita ko sa inyo now yung affidavit dated February 10, 2025.
Your Honor, may we also be allowed to peruse?
Ang problema ko kasi dito mga kababayan, yung mga senador, naninimbangan din sila eh. Kumbaga, sinasabi nila sa prosecution, especially yung mga Malacanang senator, galingan nyo yung ano. Kasi hindi nyo kami kinukumbinsi dito. Kami, kumbinsido na kami, nai-impeach si Sara. Kumbinsihin nyo ang sambayan ng Pilipino. Eh kaso ang problema, nandito si PH Update. Di ba? Di ba, kumbinsihin nyo ang sambayan ng Pilipino na betrayal of public trust talaga. Merong pagbabanta. Paano makukumbinsi ang tanong? Paupiin nyo dyan sa witness stand na yan, witness chair na yan, yung binayaran ni BP Sara para isagawa yung di umanong ano na yun, the revenge from the grave. Ngayon kung wala kayong ganun, hindi nyo makukumbinsi sa sambayan ng Pilipino. Ang daming nainip kanina. Ay kahapon pala, sorry.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Kindly exhibit and show to counsel for the respondent the document you're showing to the witness.
That is previously marked as Exhibit P-14-19 and series. And if the court may inquire as to the remainder of the testimony of this witness, we are about to wind up the testimony of this witness, Your Honor, please.
Your Honor,
Thank you,
for the
counsel.
record, this is a photocopy. This is Exhibit P-4-19.
Noted.
Okay. Mr. Witness, have you perused that document? Have you perused the document? Nabasa mo na ba yung dokumentong iyan?
Yes, sir.
Now, what relation, if any, does that document have with the affidavit you mentioned?
This is the affidavit attesting my interview with Dempsey Reyes, sir. Copy of the affidavit, sir.
Now, on page 2 of the affidavit, may makikitang pirma sa ibabaw ng pangalang Agent John Mark Calidong. Kaninong pirma ba iyan?
It is my signature, sir.
Now, on page 2, may pirma din sa ibabaw ng pangalang Attorney Van Homer ang Luben. Kaninong pirma ba iyan?
Signature po ni Attorney Ang Luben, sir.
Ba't mo nalaman na iyan ay isang pirma ni Attorney Ang Luben?
I saw him sign the document and I have viewed and acted upon documents bearing his signature. Kaya pamilyar po ako.
Thank you so much. Now, I'm now showing you the other affidavit of even date, February 10, 2025. That is previously marked as Exhibit P-Roman numeral 4-21 and series.
Your
Can
Honor.
you peruse the same?
Your Honor, may be allowed. Thank you, Your Honor.
Kindly show counsel for respondent a copy of the document that the witness will testify to.
Thank you so much.
For the record, Your Honor, the Exhibit P-4-21 and Exhibit P-4-21A are photocopies.
Duly noted. Kindly return the document to the witness for his perusal.
We are returning the document to the witness, Your Honor.
Stephen, ano yun, P14, P422 series. What document is that?
Counsel, please proceed.
Thank you so much, Your Honor, please. On what relation, if any, have you answered the question? Does this document have with the one you mentioned?
This is the copy of the affidavit of interview with Bons Magsambol. Your Honor, yes, please the copy, sir.
Now, on page 2 of the affidavit, may pirma sa ibabaw ng pangalang Agent John Mark Calidong. Kaninong pirma ba yan?
This is my signature, sir.
Sa pahina na page 2, may makikita din isang pirma sa ibabaw ng pangalang Attorney Van Homer ang Luben. Kaninong pirma ba yan?
This is the signature of Attorney Van Angruben, sir.
Ba't mo nalaman na yan ay isang pirma ni Attorney ang Luben?
Nakita ko po niya, pinirmahan po yung document and may mga documents pa po ako nakita na pirmado niya.
Now, Mr. Witness, thank you so much. Now, we are showing you yung dokumento entitled Signed Minutes. That is previously marked as Exhibit P-Roman numeral 4-22 and series. May you peruse the same. Defense may also peruse that document.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Kindly show a copy to the counsel for respondent.
Your Honor, exhibits P-4-22 to exhibits P-4-22G are photocopies, and exhibit P-4-22F Foxtrot and P-4-22G Golf are unreadable. For the record, we are returning the document to the witness.
For the record as well, Chair confirms the observation of counsel for respondent in regard to P-4-22F and P-4-22G. And the presiding officer would like to once again ask the witness, can he decipher what is in the two exhibits mentioned by counsel for respondent? Again, P-4-22F, P-4-22G.
Yak. Kadiri.
Meron mga unreadable. Your Honor, I can confirm the signed minutes, but the attachment, there are unreadable, Your Honor.
The two exhibits.
Annex A and Annex B with exhibit 4-22F and P-4-22G.
Duly noted.
Thank you so much. May proceed, Your Honor, please. On page 6 ng side minutes, may makikitang pirma sa ibabaw ng pangalang Bons Magsambol. Kaninong pirma ba yan?
This is the signature of Bons Magsambol, sir.
And then, how do you know that pirma yan ni Bons Magsambol?
Nakita ko po ito nung sinayin po niya yung document after ng interview.
Now, you go to page 6 ng side minutes na yan. May makikita ang pirma sa ibabaw ng pangalang Attorney Michael Christopher De Castro. Kaninong pirma ba yan kung alam mo?
Pirma po ito ni Attorney De Castro. Counsel po ni Bons Magsambol during the time ng interview na present during that time.
Yung tanong is, paano mo nalaman na yan ay pirma ni Attorney De Castro?
Nakita ko pong pinirma niya to after the interview, sir.
Now, let's go to page 6 of that minutes. May makikitang pirma sa ibabaw ng pangalang Agent John Mark Calidong. Kaninong pirma ba yan?
Pirma ko po, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Witness. Mr. Witness, you mentioned that the NBI conducted an investigation on the threats uttered by the Vice President against the President, the First Lady, at former Speaker of the House of Representatives. Now, ano ba yung nangyari? Ano ba yung nangyari kung meron man pagkatapos ng naging investigasyon ng NBI?
Objection, Your Honor. Misleading. He assumes as fact not testified to by the witness.
Kindly rephrase, counsel.
Okay, now.
Paano? Pinapalabas nyo, natalo yung prosecution. +1 na naman yun dahil pinagbigyan ng nitong si Madam, salamat kaayo Madam Chair. Yung objection ng defense. Pambihira naman kayo.
What happened
Naka 2 points pa lang sila. Naka 10 na yung defense.
next,
Panalo na naman si BP
if
Sara.
any? And
Kaya kayo.
if you know, and in relation to the investigation conducted by the NBI,
Lang kwenta.
after the NBI's investigation.
Objection, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Same objection.
Your Honor, please, if I may.
Witness may answer.
After the investigation, we executed an affidavit of investigation and recommended the filing of inciting to sedition and 3 counts of grave threat, both in relation to Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, sir.
Now, sinabi mo na yung NBI, you signed, executed yung affidavit of investigation, correct?
Our team, sir.
Now, ano ba yung nangyari kung meron man at saka kung alam mo, okay, pagkatapos may execute ang affidavit of investigation na yan in relation to the investigation you did on the Vice President?
We filed it to the DOJ, the affidavit of investigation, together with its annexes, sir.
Okay, you said you filed the affidavit. Now, question, ano yung mga nangyari kung meron man, kung alam mo, after ma-file yung affidavit of investigation with the DOJ in relation to the investigation you conducted on the Vice President?
We further conduct an investigation wherein we identified different videos, at least 3, that we find relevant to the November 23, sir.
Okay, so you are now mentioning videos. Sinabi mo relevant. Relevant again to what?
To the November 23, 2024 video, sir.
All right. Now, so for the record, this is now the 3rd set of videos you're referring to.
Yes, sir.
Now, ano yung mga videos na ito kung alam mo, Mr. Witness?
The June 19 video wherein the Vice President resigned as the Secretary of the Department of Education. The July 11 video wherein the Vice President state that she would not attend the SONA, but instead declare herself as the designated survivor. And lastly, the November 26 video wherein the Vice President did
Praktisado itong si Mr. NBI agent. Nakasang problema. Wala na. Sira na ho political career karera nito sa NBI. Pag nagkataon, baka makulong pa tong mama na to. Diba? Umiikot lang ho kasi panahon. Ngayon, nasa taas sila. Bukas nasa baba naman. Paikot-ikot
not
lang.
deny making
At pagka umikot ang bola, yung mga nag-hire sa'yo o gumawang witness sa'yo, nasa baba na sila, kasama ka doon. Alangan namang, yung mukha mo na yan, nasa kasaysayan na Brad, di na mabubura yan. Diba? Pagdating sa Philippine politics, yung mukha na yan, markado na, ika nga.
statement, but instead confirmed that she already talked to someone to kill the President, the First Lady, and former Speaker of the House if she was killed.
So for the record, you mentioned of 3 videos. One is dated June 19, 2024, June 11, 2024, tsaka November 26 ba yun? 2024. Now, let's go to this video na sinabi mo ng Vice President resigning as the Secretary ng Department of Education on June 19. Ano yung pruweba mo that you have, sinabi mo rin na authenticate mo yung video, correct?
Yes po.
Ano yung pruweba mo that you authenticated this video?
I have executed an affidavit of authentication of digital evidence dated April 30, 2026, sir.
Kung yung kopya ng affidavit of authentication now dated, sinabi mo, April 30, 2026, maipapakita sa'yo. Okay? Ma-identify mo ba yan?
Yes, sir.
Now, we are in the process of showing you yung isang affidavit of authentication of digital evidence dated April 30, 2026 that is previously marked as Exhibit P-Roman numeral 4-25 and series. Defense is in the process or other manifestation of perusing that document.
Bago to. Bago to yung Your Honor, exhibits
Counsel for the respondent.
Thank you, Your Honor. Exhibit P-4-25 to Exhibit P-4-25F, Foxtrot, are photocopies, Your Honor. And Exhibit P-14-25B and P-14-25F, Foxtrot. Let's take it to P-4-25B, Your Honor. P-12-25B is unreadable and it merely shows a black screen. Meanwhile, P-4-25F, it seems to be a photocopy of a USB with no real USB attached. For the record, we are returning the
Duly noted, and the
document.
presiding officer likewise confirms the observation of counsel for the respondent. Kindly return the document to the witness.
Mr. Witness, the question is, what relation, if any, does that document have with the affidavit you mentioned?
Ya, kadiri.
This is a copy of the Affidavit of Authentication of Digital Evidence dated April 30, 2026, which I executed. And on the annexes, on Annex B, there is a missing part. It may be due to... I can't read some words on Annex B.
Mr. Witness, when you say Annex B, you're referring to Exhibit P-4-25C.
Yes, Your Honor.
For the record, please proceed.
Wala na ho. Wala na. Ika nga anong mga na-establish ngayong araw na to? Na talagang nung kahapon pala ng NBI talagang kinasangkapan ng administrasyon para may sagawa ang kanilang plano na mapatalsik si Bibi Sara. Wala silang witness na magtuturo na magsasabi na meron talagang hinar si Bibi Sara. Lumabas sa bibig niyon, hanapin niyo yung hinar niya. Paupiin niyo siya dyan. Ituro niya si Bibi Sara. Meron nga talagang conversation sa kanilang dalawa. Mag-execute siya ng affidavit. Doon pa lang ako maniniwala na talagang ka-impeach si Bibi Sara diyan sa mga ipinalabas yung video na yan. Palabas niyo yung kanyang hinar. Pagka wala, wala tayong pinag-uusapan dito. Wala kayong kaso, ika nga nito si Atty. Salvador Panelo. So Lois, maraming salamat po sa pag-support sa page update. Mag-ingat po kayo lahat ng Pilipinas. Maraming salamat mga kababayan.